Hey everybody, Joe here. I'm gonna check out a puzzle today by Liamhere called The 10th Box, German Whispers. And let's get to the rules. They are normal Sudoku. They're filling the grid with digits 1 to 9 such that every row, column, and 3 by 3 box contains each digit exactly once. The 10th box is the 9 center cells of the standard 3 by 3 boxes is applied to the corresponding cells in the 10th box. Constraints map from the 9 standard boxes to the 10th box, but not vice versa. So this green line is going to be these 3 top center cells and that one. So they all copy into this 10th Sudoku box, but they don't go from the 10th box to the puzzle. Killer cages, or digits in a cage, must sum to the value in the top left corner. Digits cannot repeat within a cage. German whispers or adjacent digits on a green line must have a difference of at least 5. In this puzzle, the 7th and 8th cells in box 1 are inside the cage and sum to 12. This means that the sum of the digits in cells row 3, column 1, and column 2 is 12. Furthermore, the sum of the digits in the 7th and 8th cells of the 10th box, which are these bottom two here, is also 12. Okay, another example. In this puzzle, the first and second cells in box 1 are connected by a German whisper line. This means that the digits in row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2 differs by at least 5. Furthermore, the first and second cells of the 10th box, row 2, column 2, these two, differs by at least 5 also. And those are the rules. The first thing I see is this center box. A 5 will never be on a German whisper because it would need a neighbor of 0 or 10. So that's going to get us going on 5s a bit. 5 could not repeat there because it is in the 10th box. So that becomes 5. 5 cannot be there for same reason. So it will go here. In these two boxes, box 4 and box 7, they're going to be in, well, that one's 5 because it can't go there, so they have to go there. But then also, they're going to be up here. It can't be on the green, so it will be there. It can still be either one of those, and then it'll be somewhere in one of those 4. So this cannot be 7-5. It can be 8-4 or 9-3. We have If we look at this pattern here, I don't know if it's important yet, but starting up here in the top left corner, these go around, and then moving up to this one, they continue around. Moving down to this one, they continue around. So in the 10th, so we have a pattern that looks exactly like this one, where it breaks right there between box 1 and box 4. Um, so it looks just like this, but translated to this 10th cell. So these are going to be either high or low, and then these are going to be either high or low. But that doesn't seem to be important yet. I just happen to see that. Okay, where do we begin here? The 12. Maybe I can get an idea. Okay, so I don't know if this is high or low yet, but this will have a yellow and a pink. This will have a yellow and a pink. So all 4 yellows are there. So that one is pink. This will have one of each. Is that the best place to start? Not sure. This will be one of each. This will be one of each. If that is pink, that would be okay. If these or these, what if these were pink? If they were pink, those would be yellow, and those would be yellow. And that would be yellow. Um, that's if these two are pink. It's gonna be one of each here, one of each here. Interesting. Is this 8-4? Ah, this cannot be 8-4 because. Oh, wait a minute. I might take that back. This cannot be 8-4 because these will sum to 12 and they cannot be 7-5. But if they were 8-4, then if there was a 4 here, then both of these would need to be 9 because they are indeed on the German whisper. Because everything in these boxes translates to the 10th box. So these are going to be 3, 9. Now, I don't think the digits do not have to be the same. So these could still be an 8-4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so not having a 3 9 on there will do what? Something. None of these can have 4, 6. None of these can have 4, 6. Um, oh, right. So this 10th box, remember, has a line that looks exactly like this middle cage, going all the way around. Oh, I could have just used this middle cage. I didn't have to piece together from the outsides. Anyway, my point is that 4, 6 can only go in these two spots, which are here and here. It could still be 8-4, I guess. It could still be 9-3. But 6 cannot go here because that would be a 1. So that is 4, and we get a low digit. That is high. We get a high digit. So those are all going to be high. and these are all going to be low. So that is 3. These will be 1, 2, and these will be, well, the bottom one has to be an 8 because the 7 cannot go next to a 3. So 7 will go here, and then 1, 2 has 1 has to be next to the 6. So they will go like that. Nice. 5 I'll make green. It would be nice to get. Oh, this has to be 4. So yellow becomes low and pink becomes high. 4 cannot go in any of the corners there because it would create 2 9s. So that is 4. 4 is down here. The 4th low is going to be here. That can be 5 though. 5 can still be over there. So that's fine. 9, this is 8 or 9. Or no. 9, 3, or 8, 4. Okay. This has to be 6. So that is 1. That is 9. It's gonna be a. I guess that could be. No. I think 1 has to be next to the 7. Yes, it does. And then it would be 2. Then it would be 8. Then it would be 3. It's because if the 7 went over here, it wouldn't be able to sit next to the 3. Even if the 3 wasn't there yet and I didn't know it, I would know that it had to be next to 2 low digits. And they would need to be 1 and 2. Because those would be the only ones that it could. And since it had no other spot, so I knew it needed to sit next to the 1 there. So 1 will be down here. 3 is going to be on one of those. And it will have to sit next to the 8 or the 9. 3, 8. Either of those are still fine. I think. 5s. The C's. Where did these go? If those are all high. That seems okay. A 7's up here at the top. A 7 cannot go there because it would put the 3 there. Okay. A 7. A 7 cannot go here because the 3 would go there. So the 7 has to go there because it's already in the middle. So now a 7 will be over here, and the 1 is over here. So it has to be 7, 2 in that order, since it's on a German. If it was here, it would have no 1 to go next to it. So that is like that. Sorry for the beeping. I'll mute that for a bit. Okay. So we know this is high, so we know that is 3. This will be 8 or 9. So will that. And this has to be 2. Okay. So that will also be, well, these are high. That is low. So that is not 1. This cannot be 6, so it will be 8. This cannot be 4. Oh, I just took 1 out of there. Oh, I meant to take it out of here. That does indeed need to be 1. And now this is 6. And these will be 4, 9, and we know the order. So 9 will be on this row. 8 will be at the top row here. Can this be 4? It cannot, because the 9 would go there. So 4, and 4 can't go in the middle. So 4 will be on one of these ends, which puts 9 in the middle, regardless of which side it goes on. And then it'll have the other low on the other side. So these become high. And we know that because we know where the 5 is. And now all of those are low, because we had all 4 highs. So this can still be 6 or 7. And this cannot be 4. So 4 will go in one of those. 4 cannot go here because that would put a 9 here. I already had a 4 there. I did not see that. But again, 4 cannot go there because that would put a 9 there. So 4 goes there. Now this becomes 9, 3. So that is 8, that is 9. Six is here. That is 4. Four is down here. It cannot be on either green spot. This sees every low digit. So that is high. Let's see, 6, 7, and 9. So it is also 8. This cannot be 8 because it's on a low. Be an 8 up here. This is 1 or 2. That is 1 or 2. That is 3 then. 3 is in one of these. This one is high. So that one is 3. And this one will be 1 or 2 as well. This has to be 7. It's the only high missing from the column. This has to be 9. It's the only high missing from the box, since that is looking at it. So we'll have a 6 over here. We have that one. So we need that one. 1 must go next to it. And then a 2 will go there. So that will be 7. These cannot be low because there would be 5 of them. And there are only 4 to choose from. This has to be 1. Whoops. This has to be 2. So 7 will go between them. Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. 6 would not work there, so it had to be that way. Okay. 2 is up here. One cannot go down here, so it has to go there. That'll make those high. 1 digit in left to go, which is 6. This will be 8 or 9. That's all good. 1 is going to be over here, so it will be here. Seven goes there. That can only be 8 now. That one is low. It will be 2. 2 will go there. It's still 8 or 9. So is that one. One, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could still be 5 though. Oh no, it can't. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 5, and that is 5. And now we get the rest of the 5s. And now that is indeed a low 3. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is low. It sees all the highs. And that is 1. So that is 6. 6 will be down here by Sudoku. That will be a 9. This sees all of the low. Big 7. Now this is 8. That is 9. This becomes low. That becomes high. That becomes low. Alright, and I think that will probably do it. That was a nice puzzle. Nice break-in with the German ring there. And this 12. Yeah, that worked out pretty cool. Just realized it could not be 8-4. Things started moving. That was a fun puzzle. It was called The 10th Box. German Whispers by Liamhere. There will be a link below in the description. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.